Hello, I'm Shapcott and today I'm in Madison, Wisconsin. And I want to talk about one of the biggest misconceptions that I see on a weekly basis, and that is how much grip pressure you should have when you're swinging. Okay, so let's just start by going through the golf swing. And what I mean by that is, in the golf swing, we're trying to hit the ball usually as far as we can, certainly with the long game. And so in order to hit the ball far, then we need club head speed. In order to create club head speed, we know that one of the main factors of creating club head speed is how much force our fingers and hands put on the club as we transition from the backswing to the downswing. Now, if during your swing your hands are gripping the club very lightly, then the club is going to tend to come out of your hands on your backswing, number one. So you're going to lose control of the club if your hands are moving off of the club and you're holding too lightly. And two, you're not going to optimize the idea that you can increase your club head speed by having really good grip pressure as you transition from the backswing to the downswing. So from start to finish in the swing, we really need to make sure that you have sufficient grip pressure to control the club and maximize how much club head speed you can get. And specifically, you should feel that with your left hand fingers are really holding onto the club, they're gripping, and they're going to stay that way from when you start to when you finish the swing. So let me give you an example here. So I'm going to hit this shot with a very, very loose grip, and I see this fairly regularly on the range where the golfer thinks that the grip should be really light, and so it tends to come out of the hands on the backswing. So if the grip is really light, then I lose control of the club. I'm unable to hit the ball hard, and consequently I'm going to have a very inconsistent strike and it isn't going to go very far. Now, in contrast, I'm going to hit a shot where I'm a lot more diligent about getting my hands on the club correctly. I've got good grip pressure in my fingers, and I'm going to keep it that way from start to finish. And consequently, I have a lot more control over the club. I'm able to maximize my club head speed, and I can have a strong hit. And I'm not going to be able to get any of those things if my grip is too light. The only time that I would suggest that you lighten up your grip is if you are literally gripping so tightly that everything is locked up. And I maybe see that a couple of times a year, so very infrequently. So there is an exception to this rule. So occasionally people do hold on too tightly, but most of the time then the tendency is to hold on too loosely and then lose control of your swing. Now, there's no exact way of measuring how much grip pressure you should have, but for me, if holding on really, really lightly, as loosely as I can, is 0, and 10 is gripping as I can, then I'm looking to hold the club at about 7, maybe 8 sometimes. I am definitely higher up on that scale of gripping the club tightly. That is definitely something that you should experiment with if you feel that your hands are re-gripping during your swing, or you're losing control of the club at any point during your swing. Just kind of check out that your hands are in the right place, there's sufficient pressure, and you're holding onto the club. Thanks for watching. Check out some of our other videos, and please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.